Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And this is the second part of the series, The Hidden Mechanics of Mastery, where we explore how to get better at learning. It's not specifically focused on trading, it rather explores the aspects in real life and how we learn and how we can get those aspects into trading. It's as a it's a consequence of everything that I've been learning and everything that I've been finding in as far as how I learn and how I've seen other people succeed in real life and how we could apply that in trading. In this video, I'd be discussing why quantity leads to quality in life and in trading. If you haven't watched the previous video, I'll be linking it down below, and I'll also be creating a playlist related to this. For now, let's dig in. We are raised to chase quality. It's a thing in society. People chase quality but often miss the very thing that creates that quality: volume. It's a reasonable trap. We are taught to chase quality in nearly everything. Only take A setups. Launch when it's perfect for developers out there. Wait until you are sure. We are trained to chase quality but tend to miss the very thing that creates it: volume. Real growth rarely happens via quality. In fact, most people who get good at something don't get there by chasing quality. They get there by doing it a lot. They get there through quantity. Quantity is like an invisible teacher. In every craft, quantity is the invisible teacher. Writers who publish often become better communicators, not because each piece is gold, but because they learn from every post. This is actually what I'm trying to become and trying to be. I want to create more videos to essentially get better at it. You can't learn that in a seminar. Designers who ship 100 mockups develop taste way faster than those who agonize over 3 mockups. As a developer myself, I can actually confirm this. Coders who build more side projects learn edge cases that the textbook never covers. Chefs who cook thousands of dishes gain instinct. They get to a point where they don't always need recipes. At times they do, but they don't always need them. You see a person who just jumps into the kitchen and uses the ingredients there to create a masterpiece. They don't learn that by reading a book or sitting in forums. They learn that by doing, cooking, and trying to develop their own approaches, testing, adding more salt, or adding that weird ingredient you see in the kitchen. Each rep sharpens skill. Each version teaches you something new. Each failure gives you feedback that success can never do. Each execution teaches something new. Trading is no different. Trading is just like real life. A trader who logs 300 trades, wins, losses, break-evens, tends to understand far more than the one trader who filters every single trade, every opportunity, trying to be perfect. The trader who logs 300 trades or more, they tend to see how setups behave during different market sessions. They feel the emotional sting of drawdown and learn to recover. They've watched price action fake out perfect entries over and over again. They're no longer shocked by what the market does next because they've seen it all. They tend to understand that the secret is in staying in the moment and not trying to predict. They tend to understand that regardless of the perfect candle that you've just seen, the next one might fuck you up. It's what tends to happen. Once they develop market memory, they develop execution fluency. They gain an internal rhythm, not from reading more, but by doing more. That is where real quality begins. So what should you do? This doesn't necessarily mean that This doesn't necessarily mean that you essentially launch into chaos and trade everything and try to blow up your account. Quantity isn't about recklessness, it's about the reps. It doesn't mean that you trade everything or nuke all the markets. It means leaning into iteration. It's quantity in execution, choosing momentum over perfectionism. You stop focusing on each specific trade and trying to get that perfect, but rather focus on a bunch of trades. Focus on your history, your overall drawdown and balance and profits and win rate over 1,000 trades, not the single trade that you're currently looking at. The biggest benefit that I've gained is realizing the only reason I now feel the market better isn't in isn't because I found the holy grail strategy. It wasn't because I started charting the market better. It's just because I've executed more trades. It's just because I've journaled more outcomes. I've noticed more patterns. I've slowly built the edge people talk about, the one that can't be taught. It's because I've focused on quantity. Quality is an outcome, it's not an input. You don't earn quality by aiming for it. You get it by working through the mess, the noise, the volume, refining along the way. This is true in business, trading, and in life. And if you are in that messy middle, unsure if you are progressing, just keep going. You're not off track. You're doing the work that leads to the skill. Trust the volume. Trust in the numbers. Trust in doing it enough times for you to get successful or become successful. And I don't mean do it for 10,000 hours. It's not a goal in doing it for a specific number of times or for me to tell you to backtest 100 trades. I'm just telling you to focus on doing it enough times or doing it a lot rather. Don't use a specific number as a target, but focus on doing it often. The quality that you want, smooth execution, confident decisions, consistent results, comes at the back end of quantity. In conclusion, this was a short one. I'm trying to present varying ideas on why I have noticed quantity working more or has been better for my growth than trying to find the perfect trade. Of course, this seems weird and offbeat since we are often encouraged to only take quality setups. I'm a firm believer that trading cannot be taught. I actually cannot stress this enough. This is why there are always people complaining online about a specific strategy not working for them, yet there are others who it's working for, who are showing success using those specific steps. Additionally, some constantly chase the next guru or scheme, forgetting that they are the edge. And there's a reason why this worked for them. Think about it. In school, you might all have the same teacher in the same class, but you never get the same result. In education, as in trading, the teacher rarely determines the results. While they can influence the trajectory the results one gets, the ultimate factor, the key, etc., is the student. You are the key, the edge, and the factor to your success in trading. It is only by investing in yourself, not in courses, not gurus, not strategies, but it's only in investing in yourself. You taking the time to sit in the charts, executing trades, risking that small amount in your demo account to actually determine whether you can execute on a strategy, you can execute different trades, that you learn and improve. I've noticed the same tips working for me in both trading and development. Being a developer in my day job, I'm becoming more aware of how quantity plays a role there. It's in trying to build the rhythm by doing more, by working on yourself and not trying to work on other aspects that you think are making you fail. In the next video, I'll be expounding on this very aspect, showing the relevance of quantity in other aspects of life. I will of course be linking this to trading, but this is more so for those who still doubt and question whether chasing quantity is the right path for them. Keep an eye out for that video. Otherwise, and until then, keep executing. And remember, the small, consistent steps matter. For now, please like, share, and comment down below what you're thinking about in as far as this series is concerned, and whether you're learning something new about how you learn, how you trade, and how you can get better at being a trader. Otherwise, cheers guys.